Alright, as you can see, this is the actual first hard level of the water temple dungeon in Legend of Zelda. Just like everyone says, this really is torturous. As you can see, I have my Blastoise, I have my Starmie, and I have Empoleon. Of these three, the most important is Empoleon, second most important is Starmie, and then Blastoise is just there to tank hits, honestly. You could use anyone else to sponge hits. If you want, you could bring... the goddamn sword and shield mongoloid to come here and just, tank hits if that ends up working out. The gimmick with the stage is that you just want to spam sync moves, because sync moves are the only thing that really do a lot of damage, that and critical hits. For the most part, it's literally just doing as many moves as possible to get as many sync moves as possible. So it's basically spamming Bubble with Empoleon to get a lower speed chance, as well as to get the Gauge moving. Or gauge moving rather, for the next sync move. And it's basically killing the two on the right and left. The tips in the game they give you to always kill the Pokemon on the right and left, because if you kill the one in the middle, the two on the right and left start attacking you. By the way, the tips that they give you, they might as well just rename it to requirements, because without Empoleon and having this high crit chance and doing this strategy, it didn't seem like it was going to work out for me. I don't know if there's like a different strategy I'm ignorant to. But this definitely seems to be the best choice, because as you can see, you don't really do that much damage unless you get a critical hit or unless you get a sync move. So it really behooves you to stay alive as long as possible, take as many hits as possible, and get that sync move generated so that you can end up killing. I think I killed Tyranitar in like one hit here, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. So Tyranitar's like 90% HP. And look at this, bro. Rest in peace, Blastoise. I love you, bro. Another good thing about the Blastoise, if you do have him, is that he does give your entire team Endure, which ends up being useful, because there was a couple times here where I was like, towards the end, like right here, for example, I would have been dead. But guess what, stupid? I endured, you piece of garbage. Look at that. Eat that, you piece of trash. But yeah, really, I would definitely recommend this method. I also got really lucky a couple of times with a bunch of dodges. Not so much this game. I got a few dodges in. You cannot dodge sync moves, unfortunately. That'd be super nice and OP. But you can, at the very least, like dodge one or two Iron Tails, one or two, bouncing bullcrap moves. And as you can see here, the fact that I do have the speed up, the fact that I do have, the one Gauge move, and at this point in time, like, the Onix doesn't have that much of a move gauge. So it's a little bit easier as opposed to having the two alive. And I'm about to get the sync move, and boom, look at that. Win secured right there. But I think really for this strategy, you just need Empoleon. It's literally what the game says. The quote-unquote tips the game give you, those requirements. You got to have Empoleon for the high crit chance. You got to have Misty because she's the waifu. And then you got to have Blastoise because your boy Gary is wearing a goddamn fucking MC Hammer suit, bro. Come on. That's like the definition of a sex symbol. So really, at the end of the day, I am halfway there. I did the grass level. I did the water level. The dragon level, I'm almost figuring it out. I actually made a stupid mistake. I used Salamence on the leaf level. I kind of regret it now. But you know what? Worst case scenario, come back in a week.